Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. I am back from last night. I fast forwarded through the entire week up until the Harvest Festival and I had bright, beautiful sunny days all the way through to the 10th for our next festival. So I figured we would come back just to make sure that we see Lanna's event. It is highly unlikely that we will not get any more rain at all for the remainder of this season, so I'm not as worried about that, but it would be nice to get her first heart event watched and finished so that we have the opportunity to watch another one of hers if we manage to get her some more hearts before the end of the season, which I think is very likely. So you can see that our grown adult chicken is going to start giving us 1 egg per day for each day that she is healthy and able to give us an egg, which is great. Eggs are extremely versatile. They're used in a lot of recipes. There's a lot of villagers that like receiving an egg as a gift, and you can also sell them. And that's pretty much the case for all farm products. I would say wool is probably the exception to that rule. There's far more villagers that hate wool than they like it for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. There are some villagers who do like it, but it can't really be used for much except for to sell it and to give it as a gift to like the occasional villager. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them to start out with. If I wanted to really start to boost Julia's affection by even more than what I currently have, I would probably start to give her the eggs, but I might just sell them for now. I do plan on having chickens now for pretty much the rest of the game until I get tired of them or no longer need them, so I have a lot of time to think about what I want. Yoo-hoo, Nick! What am I doing? I'm deciding which fishing rod to use. I pick it out the day before so I can go and grab it as soon as the weather gets nice. But which one should I pick? I can't decide. I know, I'll ask you. Which fishing rod do you think would be the best for me to use tomorrow? I mean, they all look kind of the same, but this one? Let's see. Oh, this color, huh? That's actually the one I was thinking about picking. Maybe we really are alike. So anyway, like I said, I'll use this fishing rod tomorrow. Thanks for helping me decide. You're welcome. I see that you're very enthusiastic about rods. Giggity. I'm kidding. Okay, well I better go back and give her her fish that she's so enthusiastic about, even though she can very clearly catch her own fish because she wins that stinking fish festival every single year. I don't think we've ever been inside of Will's yacht, have we? We should just go in there and say hi to him. I know we've been on the deck because we've picked up his sunstone that he has on there, but I don't think we've ever actually been inside. So this is Will's abode. Hi there, good morning to you. What a brisk morning. No matter what the weather, the mornings here are divine. Well, I'm glad that you think so. And his boat is named the St. William. Of course it is. I have to keep giving him flowers because clearly I have not given him enough gifts to get his household sunstone. Or at least, I don't think that we have. I don't remember getting it from him because we only just recently got his gift sunstone. So we'll have to go back to his yacht and see him when we have more of a friendship with him, of course. I should go in and say hello to Sabrina and to Regis. It's funny because once Regis starts to go over to Volcano Island every single day, I tend to kind of like forget about him because unless I'm mining, I never ever go over there. And then I've ignored him for too long and he won't accept gifts, and then I have to try and track him down for several days in a row, and it's just a complete pain. But rainy days are really great for tracking down everybody, of course, and talking to them and giving them gifts. Now, there is a flower in this season that Lily does like, if I'm able to find it. It's quite rare. It only ever comes up every so often, and it's a total kind of chance item, I guess. Like, it only comes up every so often, and I don't know what triggers it to show up. But I've only ever seen them in the fall season. Now, we went straight to Lanna's house, so I didn't give Julia a gift. I know she went over to the cafe, but I'm simply too lazy to backtrack. So I will give Natalie her gift. I've kind of run out of crops to give to Nick and Hala as items to try and get recipes at the moment, so I have kind of slowed down on my recipes, but hopefully once we grow some eggplants and some carrots, I will be able to start giving them some items again for more recipes for my future kitchen when that eventually does come up. And I think at this point, Natalie's probably going to get to a green heart before Julia does. Which I was not anticipating at first, if I'm being honest, but until I run out of blueberries to give her, her heart should be going up pretty fast. Once I run out of blueberries, of course, I'm in trouble because I don't have really anything else for her right now. So let's mosey on over to the Mystic Islands. I will go see Witch. And again, it's very unfortunate right now that I have kind of low-grade tools and I don't have any sort of food item, because today would be a fantastic day for mining because we have so much stamina right now. I could go mining. I could just hang around on the first like 10 floors and just pick, you know, a couple of things that are worth money and bring them back up. But I just run out of stamina so fast. And that's such a bummer. So I guess I'll go to Mushroom Island next. I am still trying to ship mushrooms to get the sunstone for that. And we looked at our assets recently, and I do believe that we're somewhat close to that goal. I think we've shipped maybe 70 or 80, and we need to ship a total of 100 in order to get a sunstone from it. So we're not terribly far off, from what I recall. We don't seem to get very many sunstones, or not sunstones, sorry, mushrooms at a time. So it's kind of slow going. But every little bit counts. And then finally, on all of my boat trips today, I'm gonna stop over at Meadow Island. I'm gonna see if the Harbor Sprite has any useful hints as to where to get some more sunstones, although I highly doubt it. Let's see what he says. You might find some sunstones on the island, so that's interesting. So it's possible that there is a sunstone I've missed somewhere from not examining an area. The only place I can think of is Link Island. I am like 99.9% positive we've... Oh yeah, look around the bridges on Link Island. I was gonna say, I'm pretty positive we've gotten every single other one that's available. So now we have our remaining islands in the menu. So these are the last 4 that we have to raise, which means that we need a total of 35 sunstones in order to raise everything that is available here. My advice is to completely ignore Greenhouse Island and do that one dead last. I know it sounds extremely tempting to have a greenhouse, and I know that they've been very, very useful in previous Harvest Moon games, but the greenhouse is so expensive to get up and running that, in my experience, by the time that I was able to afford to use the greenhouse, I no longer needed it. I was past the point of needing money or needing to unlock anything or really having any use for this whatsoever. So my advice, and in my opinion, I would save your sunstones until the very end to buy the Greenhouse Island last. I think the order I'm going to do these in is I'm going to get Rice Island first, because I have all the tools available to me to grow rice when spring rolls around the next year. And then I will be getting Fruit Island. I will probably get Wild Island after that. And then I'll get Greenhouse Island dead last. And as a matter of fact, we have 15 sunstones, so if we wanted to, we could go ahead and raise 2 islands right now. Let's start with Rice Island. We'll go ahead and just raise that right out of the ground. Or off of the seafloor, I guess, is a more accurate way of saying it. So there you have it. As you can actually see on the map with the 4 vertical lines, it's just to the north of Link Island, and it's a fairly big island. So Rice Island goes to the north of Link Island. Greenhouse Island is a small little island that goes to the west, and then our Fruit Island is an island that goes to the east of Link Island. So we'll kind of have one island in every single direction. And if we come up here, we can get a little peek at it. We can't actually go to it, of course, because we need a bridge, but you can see that we have our rice paddies there in the middle of the island. And Ganon should have the bridge available at the shop to build. And here's the sunstone. I was walking back and I thought, I think it's on one of the fence posts, and sure enough it was. So there we go. Now I have full stamina again today. I haven't used any of my stamina, so I will probably go off screen now and either fish or chop down some more branches or do something, because that's going to drive me crazy. Not using any of my stamina today. And I should probably try and give Julia a gift. before I forget. But that's pretty much all the content that I wanted to cover. And the very last thing that I should say right now is that I had to reload a previous save, and so my sunstone count is off by 1. We should have 12 sunstones because I was not able to get the sunstone that we get from Kirk by going to the Mystic Islands. That was the day that I had to reload because I forgot to save it, unfortunately. So I've made sure not to cross that sunstone off of our overall grand list so that I don't forget that I have to get that one still. So there are still sunstones out there, don't worry. I know 35 seems extremely daunting, especially because we've been getting so many of them. We will get there eventually. Sometimes the last 10 can feel rough, I will tell you that. It does kind of get down to the wire at certain points, and you will go longer and longer a time without getting sunstones, but fear not, we will be able to get everything that we need to get, and it's just going to take us a little bit of time, but we will get there one day. So that's it for me. I'm going to play for a couple of days, and I will probably be seeing you all on the 10th, I hope, for the Harvest Festival. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.